Good morning, madam.
Morning, Trina. Yeah, I'll start the session. Only two joined. Okay, I can start the session. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss about assessment process. So assessment process means this is one type of allocation. Allocation means what? Transfer of cost, one cost center to another cost center. That is meaning of allocation. Okay, so in that allocation, there are so many methods again. Distribution, settlement, assessment. Okay, what I'm telling? Transfer of cost, one cost center to another cost center is as allocation. In the allocation, there are so many methods. Assessment, distribution, settlement that we can discuss later. Now I'm discussing about assessment process. Before we discuss about the assessment process, we should discuss about the statistical key figures. What is statistical key figures? Statistical key figures we use in the assessment process. Okay, why we use this statistical key figures? These we can use as a basis for allocation of cost to one cost center to another cost center. I mean, we are using basis. We are taking these figures as a basis. We can able to allocate the cost. How? Suppose you have department C. I was keep telling you that whatever the expenditure incurred in the department C, month ending we have to transfer or allocate to the production departments in order to get the production cost in the production departments, right? So the department C, okay, salary, rent, telephone expenditure is there. So what we have to, whatever the expenditure incurred in the department C, we have to allocate to the production departments A and B, right? So here, salaries I am going to allocate based on the number of employees in the A and B. Rent of this department C, I am going to allocate square feet which is occupied by the A and B. Telephone expenditure. Okay, so this whatever incurred in the department C, I am going to allocate based on the telephone calls or units incurred in the A and B. So here salaries, rent, expenditure, how I am going to allocate to the A and B? Based on the number of employees, square meters, number of telephone units or calls. So these are nothing but statistical key figures. By taking these as a basis, I can able to allocate the salaries, rent, expenditure here, right? See? So these called as the statistical key figures. So to create this statistical, what I told first, these statistical key figures we use in the assessment process. Okay, so if you want to do the assessment process, that we discuss later. So first we have to create the statistical key figures. These we have to assign in the assessment process. Okay, so how to create these statistical key figures? Based on the nature of expenditure. Some expenditure, it is always fixed in the organization. Suppose salaries of employees, every time it is fixed, right? Is it? So unless until there is an increment, right? Suppose number of employees, every month, 100 employees. So, okay, unless anybody change or anybody left the organization, otherwise, number of employees are fixed manner. So the number of employees we can create as a fixed manner. Because unless until there is any change, every month number of employees are same, number of salaries of employees is the same, rent is the same, whatever. Unless until there is any change in between. Suppose here, April to October, there is 100 employees, September. Suppose So from April to September, there is a fixed 100, 100. Suppose anybody changed in between October, from October to next March again 150 applications. So based on the nature of this expenditure, you whatever that we have to create as a fixed plan. Suppose number of telephone calls. We can't we are not sure that how many calls incurred in this month. Can you fix that? 1,000 calls every month, can you fix? No. Or not only telephone calls, electric units. So those we can't fix. So those we can create as a total manner. Means we have to enter these values every month. So this we can create as a fixed value. This we can create as a total. So statistical key figures you can create as a fixed or total. Okay. So first let us create statistical key figures. To create the statistical key figures, I have to activate this RKS process. Then only I can able to create the statistical key figures. Okay. Let me activate this RKS process first. We activated till now so many, those are coin, RKP1, RK. Why don't you actually in the real time? We can activate all together only once. Because why I didn't activate that time, I just wanted to show you one by one. If I activate this RKS process that time itself, at the time of CO, you don't understand. This is for what purpose we are activated. So if I activate in front of you before the topic, yes, you can understand. So that is the reason whenever I'm coming, whenever we are across to that particular topic, I am activating that. Okay. So here controlling. Next, yes, general controlling. Organization, maintain number range. CO, right? Maintain. Or case process. Activate, edit. Let's see, it is activated under here, RKS process. Okay, save it. So without activating that, it will not allow me to create the statistical key figures. Okay, let me create statistical key figures. What is the transaction code? So this is also end user activity. Whenever after implementation, we can create whenever it requires. So, but at the time of implementation, I have to create everything. Accounting. So what is the meaning of whenever the path starts from accounting is, this is from SAP's axis. The path start from SPRO means that is configuration. Okay. So I'm going to KK01. Controlling area. I am creating as N16. I am creating one statistical key figures, number of employees. Because in the future, by taking the statistical key figures, number of employees, I can allocate the salaries from salary department to salaries of from service department to production department. Okay, so I am creating a statistical key figures unit. How actually this is the measurement standard unit for measurement. This like Suppose how you can measure the one length of object, centimeters or meters, how you can measure one weight of an object, kg or grams, in case of liquids, liters or milliliters. So in the same way, how you can specify the person, each person, right? So that measurements we have to give, standard units for measurements we have to give. In case of time, we can measure minutes, whatever. So now how we can specify the person, each, EA. It is already there in the system, each. Okay, this I'm creating as a fixed value. Just create one statistical key figures. There I given the measurement, standard unit for the measurement. I am creating this as a fixed value. Just save it. So now next step, I will take this N16 employee. There I can maintain the values. Okay, what is that code? KB13N, KB31N. Here I just created KB31N. Here just give from the beginning of April 1st. So documented posting date. Okay. I'm giving the from the beginning of April 1st, because so that I can use this okay, from the beginning of April 1st. Okay. And yes, department and okay. What is our statistical key figures name? I created a N16 employee. Here I am giving, here I have in the department M, I have 60, okay, 100 employees. Department N, take N16 EMP, I have 50 employees. So I am under this statistical key figures, I'm maintaining how many employees are there in the department M and N. Okay, save it. Okay. 0104. Why it is taking it's taking like this. I have given which date actually. Why it is taking like this? Whatever date I'm giving, it is taking 22. 1 second. Display. One second. If I give April 1st, I'm giving the date April 1st. Is okay. Here it is taking properly 010. What was the date it has taken when I taken this? 31, 32.
Today's date, ma'am, 4th January it's took.
Oh yeah, that's what I have given April 1st, but it is taking today's date. That's what I am on KB 32M. Given April 1st. April 1st, I'm giving. I don't know which date it has taken. Yesterday onwards, it is showing some error. This is called month. This is called date. This is month, here date. Here it is. It is taking here month. Here it is taking date. Okay, we'll see that. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, then now I created statistical key figures. Under that, I maintain the values department M and N. How I can change this one? You know, any idea this? I was trying yesterday. How I can change this format?
No, madam, I don't know.
It is because of it is it getting problem. Okay, leave it. We'll see if any problem I'll get. We'll see that. Assessment, yeah. So assessment means what I told. This is one type of allocation. Okay, one type of allocation. By using the assessment process, I can able to transfer of cost from service department or from any department to another department. Suppose department O is a service department, department M and or the production department. I have to transfer the department O expenditure to department M and N. Salaries, wages, rent. Okay, so to allocate the salaries, wages, rent, I have to create the assessment cycle. Again, there are two types of assessment options in the assessment cycle. Option one is, okay, let me explain this option two. I'll create only one assessment cycle. I create only one assessment cycle. There I can attach all the expenditure which I am going to transfer. So for example, I'll create one cycle. I attach one segment as salaries wages, and I can attach one more segment to rent allocation. Okay, so what I did here, I create only one assessment cycle. There I attached all the expenditure as a segment. Salaries wages, one segment. Segment 2, under that rent allocation. You can attach segment 3, one depreciation. Attach segment 4, one interest paid, whatever. I create only one cycle. Under that, segments are nothing but here expenditure. I attach all the segments under one cycle. That is one option. And we have one more option is also. For each and one expenditure, creating one cycle. Create one cycle, there attach salaries wages. Create one more cycle, there you can attach rent. Create one more cycle, there attach the depreciation. I mean, here for every expenditure, we are creating cycles. So actually, this is more flexible than this. We use actually this option. Create one, okay, create one, only one cycle, attach all the segments under that. Okay. So let me, any doubts here?
No.
Okay. Now what I'm doing now? Yeah. To create this assessment cycle, we have to create the secondary cost element. I told you we have two types of cost elements. One is primary cost element and second is secondary cost elements. Primary cost elements are nothing but the GLs which we already created in the F5, right? That we can create as a primary cost element, right? GLs which are already created in the F5 that we can create as a primary. By using the primary cost elements, I can able to post salaries from F5 to CO. If I want to post salaries from F-02 to cost center A means that salary account should be created as a primary cost element, right? So that is primary cost elements to posting from F5 to CO. Those are nothing but our GH, but whereas secondary cost elements, this I can create within the CO model. Within the CO model, this not any GL accounts. This we can create within the CO model. For us, CO model means again why I am telling CO. I am allocating from department O to M and N. I am doing this within the CO. Is it right or not? Go to M, go to M. I am doing within the CO, not from F5 to CO. From F-02, this is updated that time. That is over. From F-02, the end user posted department O, salaries, wages, rent. That is over. Now this is I am doing from department O, M to N. Clear?
Yes, madam, clear.
Yes, ma'am.
For this purpose, we have to, without primary cost elements, I can't do posting from F-02, right? So without secondary cost element, I can't run the assessment process. Okay, so let us create secondary cost elements in KA06 transaction. Okay. Okay, cost element. I'm giving April 1st. Okay, valid from April 1st, it has taken. 10 lakhs, you can take any number. I have given the 10 lakhs number. You can take any number. Okay, 10 lakhs, 1 lakh, any number you can take. Assessment cost element. Description, cost element category, assessment. Okay, I created in KA06 one cost element, that is as a secondary cost element. This I am creating in the CO. I use it in the CO, save it. This assessment secondary cost element I have to assign into the assessment cycle. Okay, before that, to create the assessment cycle, I have to activate RKIU. So previous I activate this RKS process, one process just now, because to create the statistical key figures, I activate this RKS. To create the assessment cycle, I have to activate RKIU process. Okay, for each every activity, you have to activate this business process. Okay, so I was there in that screen here. Okay, again selecting that KANKT code RKIU. Okay, RKIU is activated. Save it. Now, next. Yeah, now let me create assessment cycle. The transaction code is this one. Okay. S underscore ALR underscore 87005752. Okay. Let me create one cycle with the name of N16. I create only one cycle. I will attach all the segments there. Okay. April 1st. Okay. So I created one cycle. Under that, assessment, just write the description N16. Okay. Attach, I created one cycle N16. There I am going to attach segments, nothing but expenditure. Attach segments. I am giving the name for this salary allocation. Here we have to assign the secondary cost element which I created. Now you have to tell the rules to the system. Rules means here posted amount. Suppose in our example, service department, that is a sender, right? Who is the sender here? Service department. In the service department, whatever the amount is posted, suppose posted amount is 1 lakh. 1 lakh, I want to 100% I want allocate. That is the meaning of sender rule. Means what in the sender rule, whatever the amount posted, okay, I want to allocate 100%. Okay, so this I am doing for not planning purpose, I am doing for actual purpose. I want to run this. I want to allocate the cost actually, okay, not for plan. And here you have to tell the system what receiver rules. Receiver means who? Production departments. Receiver type. Suppose salaries I want to allocate based on the number of employees. Based on the number of employees means statistical key figures. You have to specify the type here. Here. Okay, what I'm telling, receiver Okay, I want these salaries allocate to production department based on the statistical key figures. What is our statistical figures? Number of employees in M is 100, number of employees in N is 50, right? If statistical key figures changed, the amount received by the production departments also changed, right? If the key figures change, suppose department M, 20 persons are joined. Then in this case, in the department M, instead of 100, 120 employees will be there. So if statistical key figures change, the number of employees, if statistical key figures change, the amount received by the departments also change. That is also variable. If it is changed, the amount received by the departments also change. Is it right or not?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that is the reason I have given this one. Okay, I want to allocate the salaries statistical key figures. Then you have to give the who are the senders, receivers. Here, who are the senders? Department O. Here, what is the salary? Is it salary expenditure? Okay, cost center, from cost center O, this is the salaries. You have to specify the receiver from department M to department N. Okay. Next, I have to assign the receiver. Here I have to assign our statistical key figures. Salaries I want to allocate statistical key figures. I want to attach one more segment, rent. Assign the statistical key figures, but this time I want to allocate this rent every time 60% to M, 40% to M. Every time 60 to M, 40 to M. So you can specify receiver rule, fixed percentage. Every time it is fixed. Okay. So here also you have to specify which cost center, what is the cost element, rent, cost center to whom, M and N. Okay. Next, here, come here receiver. Here every time this is fixed, 60% and 40. So rent I want to allocate fixed percentage 60, 40. Salaries I want to allocate based on the statistical figures. Is it? Okay. Save it. Okay. Next. So we'll do one thing. Let's see the report first. I will take the report. Case given. Let us check. Okay, January period I'm giving. I think in January we have some data we have already. Is it? Department or any salaries, wages are there in the month of January. I'm checking. Okay, no data was there in them. Okay, already these are there. Okay, let me take the next month. Let me take. Okay, already some transactions already posted. If I run this assessment cycle, you cannot understand. So that is the reason I am taking the next month. Okay. Okay, so next month February I am taking N. There is nothing is there. N is also nothing is there. O is also nothing is there. Okay, fine. So what I do, I'll post okay salaries, wages to department O first. Okay, F dash 02. What I'm doing today's data. It is taking first. It is taking date. First, it is taking date. Next, it is taking month. Next month, this is okay. February 1st. Okay. Okay. So I'm posting first salaries. Some salaries I'm taking. Okay. To whom? Department O. Next, again, one more debit rent. Rent 2 lakhs I'm taking. Same department O. First, you want allocate from O to M and N means there should be data, right? So I'm posting salaries rent to department O. Total 50 cash credit. Two lakhs 100. Oh, salaries have given 100. It's okay, no problem. So salaries is 100 rupees. Okay. Let me change. I can't change. Okay. Salaries, oh, 1 lakh. Rent is 2 lakhs. Total cash is 3 lakhs. Okay. Save it. Okay. So now KSB1. Okay. So February month. Okay. I'm showing in the February month. So salaries is posted and 1 lakh, rent is posted 2 lakhs. Yes, now we are in the month ending of February. So these salaries, rent of this department, service department, I have to allocate to the M and N department based on by using assessment cycle KSU5. Where I can run KSU5. Let me go there. KSU5. So which month February means? Tell me which month, which period?
11th month, madam.
10th, ma'am.
11th.
Deselect. Okay. I have assigned my assessment cycle there. I attach the salaries, rent, salaries based on the statistical figures. Rent is based on 60 and 40. Okay. I have given everything in the assessment cycle. Just execute. Okay, let's see now. Okay, here also you can see receiver. Okay, so this one salaries, department M and N, 100 is to 50, right? 100 employees in the M, 50 employees, total 1 lakh rupees, 66 and 33,000. This rent 2 lakhs, how it is allocated? 60% to M and 40% to, right? So here itself you can see more. If you want, you can go to KSB even report. Just give me the department M. So out of 1,66,000 salaries, how? 100 is to 50. This is rent, 60% of the rent. Okay. The department N, 33,000 as salaries. How it has taken 33,000? 1 lakh out of 1 lakh. How it calculate? 1 lakh by 150 into 50, right or not? One lakh. How you can calculate? Tell me. ₹1 lakh salaries. I have given the statistical key figures. 100 in M and 50 M. So by total 150 into 50. 1 second. 1 lakh by 150 into 50. Okay. Salaries. What about rent? Salaries of the other one. Total 1 lakh by 150 into 100. 66,000, right? 66 to M, 33 for M. So this, okay, this is simple. 80,000 means 2 lakhs into 40%. This is percentage method. 2 lakhs into 60% to M department. Is it?
Yes, madam.
Understood?
Yes.
So
Yes.
this, how you can calculate 1 lakh by 150 into 100. 1 lakh by 150 into 50. Okay, total 150 employees into 50 employees for case in case of N department. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, this is about assessment process. Okay. Okay, so tomorrow we discuss another one. Okay. So internal orders I will discuss tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, madam.